a phony controversy.
So the 1.32 million people in the United States military, John, they get to decide if they like the president, if they don't, if they agree with him, if they don't. They get to decide if it's constitutional and whether or not they want to obey. Is that going to create any chaos, you think?
It will create a lot of chaos. I mean, this is to go to the film A Few Good Men. You know, as Jack Nicholson said, well, you know, we give orders or people die. People follow orders or people die. This is Tokyo Rose. This is propaganda. Think how confusing this is to young people in uniform. This is also reminiscent of when some of our soldiers would be, you know, in battles and they'd hear the propaganda saying, give up your weapons, go back to your families. This is absolutely betrayal. It is, in fact, being a traitor. There's no room for this, and it should never come into the play of people that are wearing the uniform and trying to confuse them, that somehow they're betraying their country simply by following orders.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to me if you got a problem, you go to the court system. But, Ellis, the president did take the Truth Social, writing, quote, it's seditious behavior at the highest level. Each one of these traitors to our country should be arrested and put on trial. Now, do you agree with the president that these Democrat lawmakers should face consequences for what we think is a provocative video? I think I know your answer.
Oh, my God. Actually, he went even further than that. He called for execution in this case. He wants to execute people that he disagrees with. Listen, I'm sure you guys...
He didn't say people he disagrees with. He said people who commit sedition. I am sure that you guys are not urging American servicemen to engage in illegal activity. I'm sure you don't approve of that. No military lawyer, no professor at any of our academies. I don't know why you guys didn't have a problem with this for the last 200 years when it's been the law of the land, and you just don't like it when a couple of Dems say it, I guess. John, what's your reaction, sir?
Well, the fact of this matter, this whole illegal orders, no one's talking about it. It's confusing. Who's to decide whether or not something's a legal order? We have to stop this where we see Americans, certain protesters on the far left, how they're interrupting ICE as they're trying to do their job. This is basically the Democrat Party trying to now urge maybe, what if they start to interfere with our troops? And this whole business of, well, don't disobey an illegal order. Who's to decide what an illegal order is? It is a chain of command. This is interfering with our military and our defense, and it is an act of betrayal.
Yeah, it sounds like a military coup that's being encouraged to me. But Ellis, Caroline Leavitt did speak about the dangers of this on about that video on Thursday. Take a listen. I'll get your thoughts.
The sanctity of our military rests on the chain of command, and if that chain of command is broken, it can lead to people getting killed. It can lead to chaos, and that's what these members of Congress who swore an oath to abide by the Constitution are essentially encouraging.
So, Ellis, if we're going to instruct our military to go take the hill, do we really want them to stop and say, well, is this a legal decision? Is this a constitutional? I mean, do you agree with the press secretary's assessment here? 30 seconds to both of you.
No, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Listen, you're not, I know, TW, you're a good man. You're a Christian. You're not encouraging our troops to commit war crimes. If a commander says go and massacre a village, we want people to say, no, that's an illegal order. I'm not going to follow it. This has nothing to do with normal military order. This has to do with horrible crimes. When your commander tells you to do something wrong and illegal and immoral, you got to say no.
The president doesn't have the power to do that, for sure. But we did get it on camera, and we're going to record it. As you said, I'm a good man, Ellis. We're keeping that. John, you got the final thoughts. Not on whether I'm a good man or not, but on Caroline Leavitt's assessment and what our friend Ellis had to say. What are your thoughts here? 30 seconds, sir.
You are a good man, and that's an order, and that goes for Betsy as well. No, what this comes down to, see, this is a false argument, a false flag. Disobey, orders, illegal orders. Who's to decide if something's an illegal order? I don't accept that our troops are being given any orders that are, in fact, illegal. So this is just more posturing. This is very damaging for the Democrat Party. I never thought we'd see the day they'd be involved with this type of propaganda with our troops, but we are where we are.
Gentlemen, I'm going to raise you one. I don't think you're both just good men. I think you're both great men. Thank you for joining us. Happy holidays to you.
Happy Thanksgiving,
gentlemen. Ellis Hennigan, John
Good to be with you.
Thank you.